So, welcome to my back to school surviving the fall of 2020 class. We are we are a country of, or actually a world of stress right now. And so I want to, it's my job to teach you and empower you how to be stress-free. I love helping people find peace and using tools from doTERRA basically, because they're so helpful. And it is so hot. I think it's 102 right now in my office. So I've got peppermint spray all over my body, but I'm still sweating. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work. Okay, so my name's Jessica Heron, and this is my husband Rob right here with our bus in the background. And I am not a doctor, but I am a dedicated and well-educated mom and wife. I have a 22-year-old son, and I actually homeschooled him for kindergarten way back when. And I remember how stressed out I was. It was really stressful. So we have been with doTERRA since 2016, I think. And but you know, I haven't been selling it all that time. I wanted to use it and see if it worked first. So I am not trying to diagnose, treat, or cure any ailments, of course, ever. The information that I provide to you is based on my own experience and research. And I share this information with people because it works for me. And what might work for me might not work for you. So you have to decide what you're gonna do. You are highly encouraged. I highly encourage you to do your own research and become educated. It's not my job as I'm not doing my job by telling you to do this or that because that doesn't empower you. You are more empowered when you're doing your own research and figuring out what works for your own body. So I'm also not trying to discount any medical professionals. I value their services when needed. Personally, I haven't been to the doctor since 2016, I think it was. And so we go to oils first, and if they help, that's great. And if they don't, then we go to the doctor. I'm not ever saying that you shouldn't go to the doctor because you have oils. That's not at all what I want to say. But they do work, and that's why I'm here sharing this information with you. So the goal of this class, my goal is always to empower you completely. So tonight we're going to learn 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to use them, how to use them to de-stress and stay healthy so that everybody in your family can go back to school with, you know, with peace and with good immune systems and with you know, and make the transition smooth. If you are feeling powerless, then you're going to be stressed out. And when you're stressed out as the parent, then your kids are going to feel that and feel the same way or worse. And when your kids are stressed out, then that stresses you out, right? So I'm here to share with you how to get the oils in your home so that you can have a tool at your fingertips to help you. And you know, because we're all nervous walking into this huge unknown time. A lot of schools don't even know what they're doing, you know, going forward, and that leaves the parents just out there wondering. So I'm here to just say that there are things that you can do. You're not alone. You're never alone. And there are things you can do to stay strong and to stay well, that help your kids stay well, both mentally and physically. And so let's get started. Okay, so of course, what are your concerns? When I'm sharing information about oils, I always ask the person, what are your top health concerns right now? Because if you're healthy and you're happy and you're well, you might not need oils. So, but I don't know of any person that doesn't get stressed, that doesn't have sickness at times. So they're going to be helpful for anybody. For school time, falling behind, your kids falling behind in their grades, that is super stressful for everyone. Stress, of course, that's a big one. Chemical exposure, a lot of schools aren't concerned with using natural products. And I don't know how much research you have done, but there is a ton of chemicals. There's a list of like 2,000 or 3,000 chemicals that are put into our products that we use every day, and those affect our endocrine system, and that controls our hormones and makes sure that our body is in balance. And if you're out of balance in any way, then you're going to feel unhealthy, and you're not going to have energy. You're not going to be able to think very clearly. So chemical exposure plays a big part also in our immune systems. Anxiety, along the same lines as stress, mental health. These are all health concerns that we are worried about for our kids and ourselves, and of course sickness as well. We don't want our kids to get sick. We don't want our kids to bring sickness home from all of the things that they like to bring home with them from school. So let's learn some things that we can do to help us. So oils do not prevent, treat, or cure disease. I have to say that as a disclaimer because of compliance. And so what does prevent disease? What or who treats disease? And maybe what cures disease? And the answer is a strong immune system. So there are many things that we can do to build a healthy and strong immune system. I do teach a class on just that, just building a strong immune system. So essential oils are a big part of that, but even more important than that is number one, nutrition. If you're eating junk food, you're going to bring your immune system down. It really weakens the immune system if you are not eating healthy. Your biggest line of defense is fruits and vegetables. And they, of course, feed your body. But if you are, sending your kids to school with lots of things in their lunchbox that have a ton of sugar, the sugar is the number one thing that suppresses and inhibits the immune system from working smoothly and correctly. So nutrition is huge. A lot of people choose to take supplements to enhance their nutrition that they get. There's lots of talk about the fruits and vegetables that we do get to eat, or we do choose to eat. They might not have the nutrition that they should have because of questionable farming practices these days. The nutrition or the minerals being leached from the soil, things like that. So we do offer supplements, and I'll talk about a couple of them in a little while, but it's really important to be having whole foods in your body to feed your body and help it work as in top condition, in the best way that it can. So our bodies are really interesting things, and when we use things that are natural as opposed to synthetic, our body knows what to do with natural things. Plant cells are extremely similar to human body cells, and when you put something synthetic on your skin or in your body, then your body doesn't know what to do with it. So it just tries to get it out really quickly, either through your skin or other ways. So reducing toxic load is really important as well. I talked about the chemicals that are in everyday products. And so you really want to make sure that you're cleaning with natural products that aren't harmful to your system, and especially harmful to your children's system. Children's bodies are they're fragile. So you want to take care of them as long as you are in charge of them. So also good sleep for them is so important. The more you can sleep, the better. And then mental health, of course, there's lots of things that can affect your mental health. And one of the biggest things is nutrition. Your gut health is super important to your mental health. If your gut is not balanced the way that it needs to be, you're going to not be able to think very clearly. You'll get brain fog and you'll be fatigued. You might not sleep very well. So the nutrition thing is like the biggest out of all of these. And then exercise and sunshine is super important. Take breaks during the day. You know, kids, they get recess at normal school. So that's so important for their brain health and, you know, making sure that they can get a burst of energy. It really gives you a good energy. And exercise and sunshine is so important for your immune system in that way. Exercise also, at least 15 minutes a day of exercise, you can see a huge boost in your immune system when you do that daily. And then, of course, essential oils. Essential oils are really cool, and I'm going to talk about 3 cool things about them and how they work, but they are really amazing for boosting your immune system. And actually, I shouldn't even say boosting, but it's more like supporting your body's natural ability to heal and your body's natural ability to fight off sickness. So let's get into 3 cool things about essential oils. They are safe, of course, as long as you are using a 100% pure essential oil. There are so many essential oils out on the market right now. Just go to any grocery store and you can find any number of different brands. But it is really, really important to know what that brand, how they source their oils, and if they cut it with anything else in order to make it able to be sold for cheap prices. When you purchase something cheap, you get what you pay for. So you got to be really careful with essential oils because you're putting these on your body. You may be ingesting them. Never ingest anything from the store. Only ingest, if you choose to, oils that are 100% pure. And so doTERRA oils, they're one of only a couple, like 2 companies that have been proven to be 100% pure consistently. And they are tested, our oils are certified pure therapeutic grade. And that means that they're medicinal grade, basically, you're able to ingest them. So they're natural and safe. These are giving you benefits without side effects. So this pure means there's no contaminants, foreign contaminants or fillers. And so when you are using an oil that has been, you know, an oil from the store that has been diluted with other things, sometimes they'll dilute them with synthetic essential oils. Basically, they make them in a lab. And when that happens, your body will react. There could be other adulterants in there that are just plain not good for your body. And they probably will have a warning on the bottle not to take them internally. Well, with our oils, you can take most of them. If you are not able to take if one of our oils is not supposed to be taken internally, like such as if it was some of the wood oils, our body just can't handle them. It would be like drinking poison. So there is always a label, a supplements facts on the label on all of our oils. And if you're not supposed to take them internally, then that will be shown on there that you shouldn't. So let's see, I want to make sure that I get everything from my notes. There's nothing added to our oils or taken away. They're just simply pure essential oils with no side effects and no addictions. They are safe for babies, children, adults, and the elderly. The oils are extracted from plants that have amazing health benefits. A pure essential oil is about 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. And so 1 drop of peppermint essential oil is equivalent to drinking 28 cups of peppermint tea. So they're really potent. What I love about them especially is our certified pure therapeutic grade label standard. And that means that they're completely pure and potent. There's no foreign contaminants or fillers. Potent means Each plant was grown in the part the plant grows best, and that results in the absolute best chemistry for that plant. Oh, I'm sweating. I just looked at my face on there. Shiny. So when you have the ideal natural chemistry, the essential oil extracted does exactly what we want to do for our health. So for example, peppermint. Peppermint is extremely energizing, and it opens your airways, really cooling for the body. So right before I sat down here, I sprayed my body with peppermint, just water and peppermint. And because it's so cooling to the body, it's like 1,000 degrees in my room right now. And it also relieves head tension. A lot of people use peppermint for headaches. Personally, it doesn't work for me that way. So you have to listen to your body. A lot of the oils, we all respond differently to each oil. So what might work for me might not work for you, and vice versa. And so it's really fun to try them and feel the result that you're looking for. Other things that you can use peppermint for is my brain's not working. Alertness, staying motivated and focused on the work that you are doing. So it can be really good for kids during homework time. You can diffuse it. That's going to cleanse the air and open up their airways and help them think clearly. Okay, so the second cool thing about essential oils is that they're more effective than many modern approaches to health problems. So say, let's see. We know that cells have oily cell membranes. Our cells, we are like 80% water, but our cells are, they have oily membranes. And so the water and cells don't mix. The cell membrane protects the cell. So it keeps all of the good things in and all of the bad things out. And then two of the things that are harmful to our cells, of course, are bacteria and viruses. Bacteria usually form on the outside of the cell, and viruses duplicate the DNA on the inside of the cell and actually damage the cell. So all you have to remember is that bacteria is on the outside and viruses inside. But let's say you went to the doctor with a bacterial infection. He would recommend antibiotic, right? Okay, so like for 7 to 10 days, and it would probably clear up the infection, but it often comes with really harmful side effects, like wreaking havoc on your gut, your hormones, and your immune system. And some of those antibiotics are so strong out. I knew a lady who actually had to go, she got brain damage from one of those really strong antibiotics for a sinus infection. And that is so scary. And can you imagine if that happened to your kid? So anyway, off on a tangent, but now if you had a virus like the cold or flu, what would he say? He'd say, go home, get some rest, drink lots of water because I can't help you. A virus, and the reason why is because most of the modern recommendations for virus, for sickness in general, are water-based synthetic agents and frequently come with side effects and addictions. And water and oil don't mix, so if the recommendation from your water is water-based, it won't be able to penetrate through that oily cell membrane, stopping the duplication of the virus. Now, essential oils are different. They are oil-based, which means they can permeate that cell membrane. And I forgot to mention, this membrane is called the blood-brain barrier. And doctors know that a lot of medications can't use it, but a lot of doctors don't know that essential oils can. So they can work on a cellular level without side effects or addictions, and they can combat bacteria on the outside of the cell and prevent the duplication of viruses on the inside. And that is why they are more effective than the modern approach to health problems. So for example, On Guard is one of our most popular oils, and this one is fantastic for promoting a healthy immune function. Like I said earlier, supporting your body's natural ability to fight off sickness. You can use it to soothe irritated throat, cleansing for homes and hands. What's amazing about it is that it inhibits the regrowth of any bacterial cells that might have gotten missed when you were cleaning with something like that. So yes, that one. Okay, so third cool thing about essential oils is that they are affordable. They are basically you're only using a couple drops at a time. So that's really affordable compared to a lot of medications. There's $6.5 trillion a year spent on global health care, and essential oils are basically just pennies per dose. So, depending on which oil you're using, some oils are super cheap, like the wild orange is only like 10 bucks. Lemon, and they're so cleansing. You can use them to cleanse the surfaces in your home. They're antibacterial and all of that stuff. So you can save money with natural solutions and trust that you're not harming your body. Lavender, for example, is really calming for the mind. It's calming for the skin, super soothing. It's extremely versatile. You can use it for bug bites. You can use it to help your child get to sleep at night. You can use it to calm your child while they're in a temper tantrum. There's so many things that you can use lavender for. And a lot of our oils have way more than just one use. So when you're choosing your oils, you know that you're going to be able to use them for more than one thing and have them, they're just great solutions to have on hand. 3 ways to use essential oils really quickly. Aromatically, basically you're just breathing it in. So you can cleanse the air with them, open your airways, and then of course your olfactory sense is the only sense connected to your emotions. So anytime you smell something, that's when memories come up. Say there was a perfume that your mother used to wear, and every time you smell that perfume, it reminds you of her. So wild orange is, all of the citrus oils are uplifting to the mood. These would be great to diffuse all day during school, whether you're homeschooling or if you're in the classroom. And it's really invigorating and energizing, but it's also kind of calming at the same time. Kind of just helps you, feel calm and happy. And then Breathe, doTERRA Breathe, respiratory blend, helps you maintain feelings of clear airways, and it promotes feelings of clear breathing day and night. It's a wonderful oil to diffuse for your kids, and I like to mix the two together. Topically, that means putting it on your skin. So this would be for localized benefits. It's a really good idea. So oils they're volatile aromatic compounds, so they evaporate really quickly when you put them on your skin. So it's an excellent idea to use a carrier oil such as fractionated coconut oil, and that actually helps lock it into your skin. It keeps it from evaporating so quickly. So, and then also it really helps to spread it over a larger area, and diluting your oil, pre-diluting your oils helps your bottle of oil, of essential oil last a lot longer. So then you're saving money that way as well. So Deep Blue is great for soothing achy muscles and joints. It's soothing to the head and neck. I like to use it for headaches. It really helped me for headaches. And then Digest Zen is our digestive blend, and this stuff is amazing. I don't ever want to be without it. It's super, if your kids get tummy aches a lot, just put a little bit of this on their tummy and it will take away motion sickness, nausea, gas cramps. It helps, move your food through and helps your body naturally digest the way that it's supposed to, instead of just sitting there doing nothing. So third way to use oils is internally. And like I said, be sure that you're only choosing a 100% pure oil for this. So there's different ways you can do it. You can put some in some water, and you can put it in an empty veggie capsule, or you can put them under your tongue, just like 1 or 2 drops at a time, depending on what you have. Sometimes the oils can be kind of hot, so you want to be careful with what you're putting in your mouth. And then lemon, I said earlier, it's a great cleanser for your surfaces, but it's also a great cleanser for your organs. It's very detoxing, it's very gentle, and it's very soothing to the stomach in general. Frankincense promotes calm feelings. It's they call it the brain oil. It actually helps. What I noticed the most was focus and memory. When I started taking this one under my tongue every morning, my memory function just skyrocketed. So promotes calm feelings. It's great for emotional imbalances. It really rebalances those mentally, and then supports a healthy nervous system, and it helps every cell in your body perform optimally. Frankincense is one of those oils that assists and supports every single one of your body's systems. So let's talk about some oils that you can use daily to for different things. First, with immune support, you can go to On Guard. That's our protective blend. It's fantastic for just supporting your immune system on a daily basis. So this one you can put on the bottoms of your feet. You can make a roller and put it on the bottoms of your feet. You can diffuse it in your home, in your rooms. You can diffuse it in your classrooms. If you're homeschooling, you can diffuse it wherever you're homeschooling. It's gonna be energizing as well because of the oils that are in this blend. To help with your kids' immune system, we have On Guard beadlets, and these are fun little guys. They're just a little beadlet with the oil in it that you put in your mouth and you chew it and it bursts into the oil. So these actually contain a 1/4 drop of oil in each beadlet, and that container contains, I think, 250 beadlets. And so just the kids can have fun with that on the way to school, give them their beadlet, and they are supporting their immune system. If that's not something that they like the flavor of, then maybe they would rather use the kids' protective blend called Stronger. And this one, you can just swipe it on the bottoms of their feet. And the feet is a place, the bottoms of the feet is the place where your body sucks everything in that you put on the bottom of it. It also releases a lot of, it detoxes through that area as well. So the pores on the bottoms of your feet are very large. And so it's a great place to put oils, especially if maybe you don't like the flavor of one, or maybe you've gotten skin sensitivity in other areas of your body. A lot of people can still put them on the bottoms of the feet without any skin sensitivity. Breathe, I spoke about earlier, is our respiratory blend. So this one you'd be diffusing in the classroom, in your home. You can diffuse it at night. And what's great about that is that it opens the airways. I hope I'm getting good service right now. I don't see any comments coming through about if my internet service is kind of not working, let me know and I'll slow down. But so Breathe, you can diffuse this one at night, and what it does is open your airways. And when your airways are more open and you're breathing more clearly, you're sleeping deeper because you're getting more oxygen. So that one is the perfect one to diffuse while your kids are needing to, be focused and breathe clearly. So lemon is, I spoke earlier, it's uplifting to the mood, but it's also great for immune support and cleansing for your surfaces. So when you're cleaning your surfaces, then you're supporting your immune system as well. DDR Prime is a really cool oil blend. So this one is our cellular complex, and DDR stands for damaged DNA repair. So all of the oils in this blend go straight into your cells. Not all of the oils will actually go in your cells. That's not what a lot of them are for. But some of them, that's specifically their job, and so they go into the cell and repair that DNA. And they have a conversation. It's time to be well now. Okay, so supportive nutrition. Let's talk about some supplements. We know that eating well is really important. And so we have 2 lines of vitamin supplements. We have our kids line, and this has chewable tablets for vitamins, and then also a liquid IQ Mega, all the omega supplements, so that's for brain health. You want your kids to think clearly and be able to do their work confidently because they feel like they're thinking. So these are really great for kids. And then for adults, and as well, kids can take these as well as long as they can take pills. But this is our Lifelong Vitality Pack, these 3 right here. And so we've been complex, the essential oil and omega complex, and our cellular vitality complex. So all of these are made, well, all of these are made with whole foods. And like I said earlier, your body knows what to do with whole foods, and it can use it, and it can absorb it and get it to where it needs to go, and so that your body can function at its top functionality. And so our microplex contains, I just lost it, I think it's 12, 12 fruits and vegetables, plus some other whole foods that usually you don't eat, that are good for you. And then, of course, all your vitamins and minerals in there. Our essential oil and omega complex contains essential oils. Most companies don't put essential oils in their supplements, but also the omega oils in there. And if you are vegan, we do have a vegan version. And we know that those omegas are so important for thinking clearly and brain health and, our hormone function as well. And then the cellular vitality complex, this one is just really important for cellular health. And so it's got some different things in there that aren't in these 2. So all 3 work together really well. If you're looking for a greens supplement, maybe you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, or maybe you don't trust the ones that you are getting to be full of nutrition, our fruits and vegetables supplement, Terra Greens, is really wonderful. And it tastes good. I just mix it with water and it tastes great. I think I'm almost certain that it's sweetened with stevia, so it's non-calorie. And it's a great thing to add to maybe a smoothie for your kids in the morning and get them really, up on their nutrition for the day. This would give them, these 3 things here would just give them so much energy getting through their day of learning. And then one thing that's so important is the probiotics. Our gut health is so important. And if your gut is out of balance, you're going to notice it. You're going to notice it in your skin, eczema, rashes, things like that are going to show up because your body it's trying to do its job. But other things is maybe you have fatigue, or maybe you've got brain fog. Those things, maybe your hair is thinning. Those things are all, it could be a symptom that your gut is out of balance. And then, of course, cramps. Maybe you have trouble going to the bathroom, or maybe you have not enough trouble and things are coming out too quickly. So that's a huge sign that you need to get some balance in there. And I forgot to put a picture of it on here, but the digestive enzymes are extremely important as probiotics. So we have one called Terrazyme that you can try, and I tell you what, that's my favorite product, I think, because it makes me feel so good. So anyway, let's reduce the toxic load in our home. We are trying to reduce the toxic load in our body, of course, by eating good foods and detoxing and cleansing and all of that. But it does no good if you're not reducing the toxic load in your home. So ditch all the fragrances and perfumes, remove your candles and airs, and clean naturally. Use products that are natural, that aren't harmful to your skin or to your body or to your endocrine system. And so fragrance, actually, a lot of products have it called fragrance. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't tell me a lot about what it is, and it's probably one of the most harmful, on or near your body or in. Um, so with oils, they are all fragrant and out them. So ditch all of that stuff and switch to doTERRA, or if you have another favorite company of cleaning supplies that are all natural, then switch to them. But please just reduce the toxic load in your home and you will feel amazingly different. So this is our diffuser. Candles or air fresheners, use a diffuser with your essential oils. This is cleansing for the air, purifying for the air in your home. It's uplifting to the mood, and it's just a really great thing to have. It makes people feel good when they smell something good in the air. And then our laundry detergent is made with a whole bottle of really great. And then our, On Guard cleaner concentrate is also made with a whole bottle of On Guard oil. And these are so all natural that your kids can accidentally, your little ones can get in there and accidentally, get into the stuff and drink any. It's not poisonous, so you wouldn't have to worry. I don't recommend, but you could drink this stuff and be okay. So, and then of course they're highly concentrated, so a little tiny bit goes a long, long way. And then for other cleaning supplies, I'll use baking soda, vinegar, and I'll either use vinegar, or I'll use my On Guard cleaner, or I'll use vinegar with my essential oils. I like to use different ones like Purify or On Guard or lemon, orange. Those are all antibacterial, and tea tree is another one that's great, and eucalyptus. So you can choose what you want to smell that day while you're cleaning. Baking soda is a great scrubber without harming surfaces. So it's basically salt. Salt is very cleansing. And so that one, and it's cheap too. I mean, you can keep it in your cupboard forever, and you can buy a whole bunch at a time. If you buy it in bulk, it's like 27 cents for a pound. That's crazy cheap. Way cheaper than those cleaning products that you're buying, and way healthier for you. So these are also, all of these are great for the classroom. Maybe you're a teacher. It's a great idea to talk to your school about switching to non-toxic products for cleaning. And these are great ones to choose. For quality sleep, again, the diffuser is important so that you're smelling that oil as you're going to sleep. And then some of my favorites to use for going to sleep that you can use on yourself or to help your kids get to sleep really easy. Calmer Restful Blend. This is in the kids line that I'll talk about in a little while. Balance is our grounding blend. This one's the best one I've ever seen for grounding your emotions and helping you. Serenity is our restful blend to help you get to sleep really well. Marjoram acts like aspirin, actually. So you can use it for pain, but also for, it's so calming and muscle relaxing. So this one, your kids might not like the flavor of it, but I always have a hard time getting to sleep. So I use 2 to 3 drops of this in a little glass of water right before I go to bed. And I always just go right to sleep. Vetiver is great. This one has sedative qualities. Well, both of them do, but sedative qualities in vetiver. And so this one I like to put in the bottoms of my feet. And it just relaxes you from the feet all the way up. By the time it gets to your head, you're out. And copaiba actually is an amplifying oil. So whatever you use it with, it amplifies the effects of. And so it helps you sleep deeper, and it's really calming for the nervous system. And so there's the sleep one. Okay, so mental health. While your kids are at school or while you're teaching them peaceful, focused, things like that, right? So get your oils out. You're going to be using Balance or Steady. These two are real similar. Balance and Steady are both grounding blends. The Steady is the kids line, Brave is the so this one's going to give them some courage to, maybe they don't want to go to school. Maybe they are little and they are scared. So give them some Brave on their wrists, and it'll help them just be brave to get through their day or to do something they're afraid of. Balance is, I used to sub, well, I still sub, but I was subbing full time, and Balance was one that I was diffusing almost every day for in the kids' room. Copaiba, I mentioned earlier, is great on the nervous system, really calming. Adaptive is our new calming blend, and this one's amazing. It works a little bit differently than Balance. You can tell a difference, but it's very subtle, but it works really well. And we also have a capsule, if you're interested in that, that just helps set your tone for the day and helps you deal with stress more easily. Frankincense, I mentioned earlier, is the brain oil, basically. So this was a great one to take daily. Melissa as well, a drop under the tongue every morning or every night is wonderful for setting the tone in your emotions and bringing them back to a state of calmness. And then any citrus oil is uplifting to the mood. So when in doubt, if you're just feeling low, get your citrus oils out, whichever one you like. For focus, staying focused on homework, staying focused on the things that you need, your task at hand, we have many oils for that. You choose which one you like best or which one works best for you. Personally, for me, rosemary is amazing. I put it in my diffuser and I am on task. We have Motivate and Passion. These are our touch rollers, so these are pre-diluted. And so this one's, the Motivate is the encouraging blend and Passion is the inspiring blend. So you can use them at different times depending on what you're trying to accomplish. For me, Motivate gets me to clean the house. I don't like cleaning the house. I get tired of it. But if I keep putting the Motivate on, I keep going. And I just really like that one. A couple other ones that I've started using lately are In Tune or Thinker, and sometimes I like to layer them. And you have so many options for focus, for helping your kids stay focused. I like to diffuse rosemary with wild orange. It's one of my favorite diffuser blends, and it is amazing for focus and concentration. Peppermint and wild orange as well. You can do rosemary and wild orange or peppermint and wild orange. They're very energizing, helps you focus and helps whoever is in the vicinity with really great concentration. If your child has a hard time with concentration, those are some really good oils to start with. Detoxing your body home, and we talked about nutrition, but we also want to detox our body. So the digestive blend, I mentioned Digest10 earlier. That's our main blend. We also have the kids blend Tamer. So helping your digestive processes work smoothly just by rolling this on the belly, and that gets things moving the way they're supposed to. Zendocrine is our detoxification blend, so it really helps clear out your lymph nodes and your lymphatic system. And lymph is what moves through your body and takes the things that your body doesn't need anymore, it's kind of like the garbage disposal. So it takes it out and gets it moving and gets it out where, before it starts causing harm. If you don't exercise, if you don't detox, if you just sit around all day, that lymph just sits there and stagnates, and you feel, and you are tired. Those are really important things to do. So detox and exercise and keep moving. And then baths, of course. You can take a detox bath with your Epsom salt. It's amazing for detox. And put some oils in your bath with you. Things are going to be really calming for you, but also moving things through. And I just mentioned exercise is so important. So if you do exercise, you might get a little soreness, and you can use our deep blue rub either before or after exercising or both. and that really assists your joints to stay lubricated and moving well. And we also have it in a roller form. You can get it in an oil. We have roller is already diluted, but you can also get it in an oil or a roller that isn't diluted, however you want to do it. Rescuer is the kids' soothing blend, so they can use that the same way. They can put that in their gym bag and take it with them to school. And then Tamer, the digestive blend, you know, if you're exercising, you don't want to have problems. So use your Tamer, or they can keep that in their gym bag as well to help things, you know, for, you know, gas cramps or something like that that might hold them down from sports. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit, give you some tips for homeschooling. My friend Melissa was requesting this because there's a lot of people homeschooling right now, you know, just out about it. So I have some tips for you for teaching your kids from home. And so first, coordinate with their teachers, of course. You are not alone, and they are there, it's their job to help you and to help your kids. And so follow the learning plans, but have a chat with them to learn what's expected of them and of you so that everybody is on the same page. Build a workflow that works for your child and your family. And if you have a problem with something going on, just tell them. Don't let it go. Don't let it build anger or whatever. Just speak honestly with them and expect the same from them as well. You want to set a schedule, of course. Your kid should not be expected to do homework all day long, of course. Nobody would want to do that. So you may be following a lesson plan, but it's up to you and your child to set how you'll work with it. So if you do have that flexibility, set up times for study and breaks at times that work with your child and family. And, you know, also be flexible. So changes do happen, and we're really busy, and we're probably more busy than we ever have been, and that's not exactly conducive to a stress-free life. So even if you have lesson plans and study schedules, homeschool is a new scenario of any, so don't be too hard on yourself if things don't go as you planned, and always allow time to adjust. So my own story, I'm trying to build my business on my own, and I'm not exactly a structured person, and that is probably the thing that I've been having the hardest time with. So I recently have been creating an honest calendar, and that's its name is Honest Calendar. So I'm being honest with myself on like how long a specific project might take, and I'm giving myself double that time. Because a lot of times we will think that it's not going to take that long, and it always ends up taking longer than we thought, and then we feel bad. So be really flexible and kind of plan in for things to go wrong into your schedule, and leave times open where you can, like a buffer zone, where if, you know, something maybe goes over time, or and then if you have the thing doesn't go over time, then you have that buffer zone to maybe take a little rest. And then also be sure to schedule in your time, like your family time, and or maybe as a parent, your me time, where you can go take your bath or something like that. Your family time, schedule in movies, schedule in where you're not working on school. So just make sure that it's all balanced, and be nice to yourself. If you don't get everything done, it's not the end of the world. Also, lean in natural interests. Excuse me. Lean into your child's natural interests. If your child is really engaged and self-driven on certain topics, schedule those topics during a time where you can take a mental break or focus on other work. So you have your work that you need to do as well. And that's a really awesome when they're engaged and driven. And so you want to give them that opportunity and give them that space as well. You don't need to hover over them or micromanage, but give them that space, and then you take that time to go work on what you need to work on, or take a mental break and just trust that they are getting what they need, because, learning wise. Oh, that's just wonderful. I love it when they're engaged like that. Also connect with parents, other parents who are homeschooling, or other parents who have children. Mailing lists of group chats are helpful. You homeschool for the first time, you can share stories and get tips. Times may be hard, but you don't have to go through this alone. We are not alone. We're never alone. We're always here together with each other. And so join some groups on Facebook. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think of some other social media groups that you can join. I'm not really big, I don't know about Twitter or any things like that. I'm mostly on Facebook. So other groups, you can get a lot of great ideas from other people, and it can be a place where you can kind of vent, respectfully, and get some advice from other people who are going through the same thing. And of course, find some online resources. Worksheets and activities. There are tons of websites with online resources for teachers. So and there's also a ton for homeschoolers. So when I was subbing, that full-time subbing, I was finding all kinds of resources. There's math resources. There's, all of the subjects. You can find online quizzes. You can just print them off really quickly and give your kid a little practice, really quickly for 5 practice. And that's great for helping them, build their skills. And then also there's timers that you can put on, giving them a specific time to get something done. I remember there was also this one, if you're a teacher, or maybe you have more than one child that you're homeschooling, there's also a website, and I can't think of it right now what it was called, but what it did was measure the noise level in the room, and if they were getting too loud, you decide what the level is, and if they're getting too loud, then it makes it, when that helps them calm down really easy. Okay, so let's talk about masks in the classroom. A lot of people who are sending their kids to school, the schools are requiring masks, and whether you agree with it or not, there it is. So daily high oils in the mask. That's the fun part that we're going to talk about tonight. So you want to make sure that you're not using an oil that is going to be harmful to their skin, because a lot of people might have sensitivities to oils. So what you can do is make a spray with water or oil, and put your essential oils in there, and then just spray your mask. And so oils that would be, not good for sensitive skin would be like your hot oils, like oregano or cinnamon, cassia. Some of the herbal oils are a little too strong. So just be careful with what you're using. I'll talk about some recipes that you can use, but citrus oils are great. And they're antibacterial, so they're helping you. And they're uplifting to the mood as well. Not in a good mood when you're wearing that thing. So practice at home, practice with your kids before sending them to school, and make it fun, because it's something that they have to do. And so here's some sprays that you can use, that you can make in a 1-ounce bottle. That's this size. This is just my peppermint spray that I sprayed on earlier. And so with that size bottle, you're only using 5 drops. So what blends that you want to use, just put 5 drops of those in there, and then fill the rest with water. And you could also fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil if you so choose. So here's some blends that I put together, some recipes for different reasons. So respiratory to help your copaiba and wild orange. I didn't mention this earlier. Copaiba is great for your respiratory system, and it's really calming and healing. And then Breathe has different oils in it that are also very, kind of focused on the lungs. And wild orange, of course, is uplifting to the mood. Another uplifting spray would be Cheer, Elevation, and Adapt. And then for fresh breath, you can use On Guard, Peppermint, and Spearmint. For calming, this would be really energizing with those mints in there. And then for calming, Adaptive or Balance, or both. And then immunity, On Guard, Tea Tree, Lemon, and Melissa. Those are all great for immune systems. For making sure that your kids are getting the best nutrition that they can, you are in charge of their lunchbox. So, of course, number one, leave the sugar out. Sugar is going to bring down their immune system and suppress it, basically. So it's going to give them a burst of energy, but it's not the right kind of energy. So you want to give them the good kind of energy, and that's whole foods. So make sure that you put in your fruits and veggies. Make them fun. You can put in dips or try new containers. Make sure they have a variety. You can cut them into different shapes. For drinks, just use water only. If you put oils, and I forgot to mention this earlier, if you put oils in your water, then make sure you're only using glass or stainless steel with stick oils, because they will break down plastic. So don't send your kids water with some orange oil in it to school, because it's leaching that plastic water and then they're getting those chemicals. So just be careful with that. You can put a On Guard hand spray into their bag or into their lunch bag, and then that gets rid of any germs that are on their hands. If, maybe some schools maybe don't encourage their kids to wash hands before lunch. So, and then of course, whole foods as much as possible. Some food ideas for breakfast are smoothies, oatmeal, eggs, bacon and sausage with, proteins, leftover dinner. I love eating leftover dinner for breakfast. It's one of my favorite meal, because those choices they don't appeal to me. I like leftover dinner. But anyway, that's just me. So for breakfast, you want to feed your kid something that is going to energize them for the day and help them get into, be motivated to, and have the energy to go through their day. And then for lunch, protein, of course, fruits, apples, bananas, berries, grapes, and oranges, veggies, carrots, cucumbers, celery, peppers, new things that maybe they haven't tried before, healthy fats like guacamole, ranch, or hummus. You can do a homemade ranch. And then carbs, of course they need carbs. That's what feeds their brain. So healthy crackers, chips. You want to stick to organic, non-GMO, so that you don't get that extra stuff that they just don't need. And then, of course, there's 3 ways to purchase oils. Retail. This is the most expensive way. Usually you only pay retail in professional settings. For oils, it's really not the best way to go. So wholesale is the best way to go, and because you save so much money on it. Our company works like Costco, so it's 25% below retail, and you can either choose to just get your wholesale account with a $35 membership fee, or you can choose a starter kit, which waives that fee. You just don't have to pay that, and you get your oils already. So you're basically paying below. So some kits I'm just going to go through really quickly that you can choose from. We have our Healthy Home Kit to help you live a non-toxic lifestyle. This includes a diffuser, plus our top 10 most popular oils in the large bottles. And each bottle contains about 250 drops. And then you're also starting with your shampoo and conditioner, your toothpaste, your cleaner concentrate, your foaming hand wash and pump, and your sanitizing mist. So these are all great to start getting rid of the products in your home that contain harmful chemicals, and use things that don't have harmful chemicals at all in them and are actually helping your body. The Healthy Essentials kit is another large bottle kit, but this one has some different ones. This one's more focused on your mind, body, and spirit. So this one is, we've got your adaptive, the calming blend that I mentioned earlier, the balance, and the copaiba. These are all the brain oils and the emotion oils. So, and then of course it's got some other ones that are included in our top 10 kit to help with different things that you've got going on through, you know, just at home. Instance, this one, this is our Healthy Home Kit with the top 10 large bottles. So this is Breathe, Digest, and on tea tree or oregano earlier. So these your immune system in general. If you've got a big sickness, oregano is an amazing oil to assist your body in getting well. And it's one that you're not going to be using very often, and you're going to use a tiny, it's a very strong oil. And then the other ones, I mean, you're going to use Breathe for opening your airways when you have cold, Digest Zen for your muscles and joints, On Guard for your immune system and for cleaning, frankincense for your brain, lemon for your mood and for cleaning, lavender for calming, for sleep, for bug bites, for skin as well. It's very mild, and so it's great for problem skin as well. Peppermint for digestion, mood, editing, all different kinds of things. So you can see how versatile this kit is. You're going to be using for all different kinds of things that come up in your home. Same with this one. It's just got more focus on your mind, body, and spirit. So this one also contains lavender, lemon, peppermint, Breathe, Digest Zen, On Guard, and Deep Blue. So these, you know, and then also a diffuser. And then we've got a small bottle kit with our top 10 oils and a diffuser. So lots of things to choose from. And then the last thing I wanted to just share with you is that our kids collection. This thing is so cool. So this one has 7 oils. It used to only come with 6, and then they added Tamer. And so now it comes with 7. And they can take it with them to school. They can take one of them with them to school and put their little lid on that has the hook that they can just hook onto their bag and use it when they need it. So Thinker, Calmer, Rescuer, Stronger, Tamer, Brave, and Steady. And it comes with this cute little bag that they can clip onto their bag, their book bag as well if they wanted to. And it has flashcards that are easy to read, and they can see which one, they can read about which one they need to go to. So if something, if something's bothering them, if they're feeling stressed out, then they can find out which oil they need to use. Back to School Survival Kit is basically what it's called. So with Steady, they would be using that if they are just sick and tired of looking at the computer. We all know how that feels. Stronger, when there's too many germs around, they can just wipe. If they don't have any sanitizing spray, they can wipe it on their hands and kill those germs that are on their hands if they're around who are sick. Tamer, for when they've had too much junk food, of course. Brave, when they're feeling overwhelmed or scared. And Thinker, when there's too many distractions and they need to stay focused. And then Calmer, for when they have too many emotions and they just need to settle down. And then the one that's not on here, of course, is the Rescuer, for when they've had too much PE. Okay, so if you haven't started with doTERRA yet, if you don't have an account yet, here's what you can expect from me if you choose me to be your oil lady. I will send you a welcome packet. I will sit down with you for a personal consultation, and free. And I always give you access to our free VIP education group, We talk about oils and how to use them, recipes, DIYs, all kinds of stuff in there. And I also do giveaways in there, and we have a great sense of community. We're all on a nice team, and so there's ongoing support always, always, always. I will never leave you hanging. A lot of people sign up on an oil company and then they never hear from the person again, and that's not fair. It's not right. And so it's my job to make sure that you're getting the education. One of the best things about doTERRA is the education that we give for absolutely free. So if you are ready to get started, send me a text right now and I will help you get started. I will help you choose your kit if you need help choosing, or if those ones fit what you need, then I can help you choose build a custom kit for you. So, and then of course, I'm here to answer any questions that you might have at any time. And so text me or message me or email me, however you choose to do it, however you're comfortable. And just last thing, there's 3 types of people that get started with oils. There's really only 3 types. So those that live the wellness lifestyle, they just want to share these oils with their family. Once they start using them and they see how they work, they want to use them on their kids and they want to help their husband feel less stressed or things like that. But then there's the type that wants to share the products with their friends and help them get their own accounts and then they get their products paid for. So if you want to supplement your income, you can become a sharer. And then there's people who are looking for a business opportunity and actually want to build a team of business partners and earn an income and make an impact on lots of people's lives, and both wellness wise and also financially. So we have products that work. They work really well and people buy them for the rest of their lives because they work really well. We have one of the best retention levels in retention rates in the market at 65%. That's like unheard of. And that's what we have because people love our stuff, because they work. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope I went a little over time that I intended to go to, but I hope you got a lot of value from this class. And if you have any questions, I'd love to hear questions. Thank you, Chiquita. I appreciate that. She says the class was very educational. Thank you for joining me tonight. And if you guys have any questions or need help with anything, just let me know and I will be there for you. So I hope you guys all have a really good night tonight. And to those of you in my group, I love you. Talk soon. Bye-bye.